Gary. Coco's Critters.
Yep.
Sorry.
I just shared it out.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I just started streaming. I wanted to check something too, and I meant to check it while we were on yours, but I forgot to do the turn on the feature net. But what I did, I went in and I changed my Nightbot so that if anyone types camping in my Nightbot, it should drop their link too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It should. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it should.
Well, you feel free to practice with it, man, because that's exactly how we're going to learn how to figure all this out, man.
Well, that's I'm just going into my live here now, and I'm going to type camping in my chat and see if it drops my link.
Barbecue Rockstar, good to see you. Baked with Miss Red, good to see you.
John.
Coco's Critters. Homestead in the Wood with D, good to see you.
I'm just trying to get some things to work up here for a second. It's always good to see y'all.
If it doesn't work, if you're a part of my live, you can type camping. If you're part of Al's live, you type backstep.
And on mine, if it works, peace.
Peace. But Al is testing it out right now. He just typed the word camping in his, see whether
Homestead in the Wood D just typed it over on mine too, and it didn't work. So I got something messed up in Nightbot.
Oh, okay. Elizabeth, good to see you. Peter, good to see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, if you type backstep in mine, it'll drop your link.
Right.
Okay, so Rockstar tried type camping in mine, and it didn't go in, or backstep. Try peace, John, in mine.
All right.
Oh, it worked with peace in mine.
Oh, okay, excellent. Be still on the trail. Good to see you.
Hey, Ellie. Hi, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Oh, hi, Victoria. Good to see you.
Backstep worked in yours, Al.
Yeah, backstep will work in mine. I was trying to, if I could spell it, it'd be all right, you know. I was trying. Pin message. There we go. Okay, now I got that pin. Type backstep to drop your link. Okay. What I was saying was I was playing around with Nightbot trying to get one of the Nightbot links set up. Like me and Dave were trying to set it up so that if you're on Dave's side and you type camping, it'll drop your link. If Dave is broadcasting from mine and someone in his side typed backstep, it would still drop your link. So that's what I was trying to figure out here with mine. I was trying to get it so it was no matter.
Yeah, the only way around the whole thing is all of us agree to use the same word.
Yeah, well, either way it will work because if they're coming in for yours and they're in on my side and we're saying, hey, type camping.
Right.
And somebody types camping in mine. I was trying to set it up so that it would drop their link anyway.
I got you. Okay.
Well, we know who the Facebook user was. Facebook user was Barbie Rockstar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He just told me in my chat. Well, I'm glad you came in, John.
Yep. Yeah, I've been sharing a lot of John's Facebook posts on my Facebook channel. We almost got 400 members over there now.
Nice.
Hold on, there's a channel echo. Let me see if I got all my. I got 3 pop-ups out.
Yeah.
So hold on.
Oh, that's hot.
I bet so. Well, I'm showing 4 active connections. So looks like everything's working to that extent.
So is 4 people sharing out, or?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's you got Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Facebook and me and Des.
Right.
Yeah, mine are all muted, so I know the echo is not for me.
Yeah.
Are we getting an echo?
I'm not hearing it at all.
That's what I thought Victoria said. Victoria said something about an echo.
My entire computer is muted now. Did it go away? It could have been on my end, but nobody heard anything on mine.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, okay. She's got a 3-channel echo, I think. Yeah, I pulled out the pop-ups. I muted everything but one. Well, for you it would be 1. Mute everything but 1, and then pop out the pop-ups from the chats. And this way you can keep up with all the chats.
Well, like I got mine open. Dave will see them all anyway because
I'll see all of them.
Premiere.
Yeah.
Gotcha, Victoria.
The way I got mine done is I got Dave's here. I could just see Ashley popping in on Dave's, and I got mine next to it with it. Whitelist and everybody's there, so I can see everything going on.
Yeah, and I'll show you mine with my 2 monitors. So I've got Dave's here, and I've got the StreamYard, and then over here I've got mine, and I've got Al's.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hi, DJ. How are
Hey,
you?
DJ!
Hey.
That's my life to go to Dave's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on to you.
Jen and Steve, good to see you.
I got some steps rubbed for my
Oh,
foot.
Yeah, well,
man.
I am so ready to talk to a friend of mine. They're gonna text me when they get home. So, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So just gotta wait till that point. So,
Now, you know what I gotta do here now? This is a little trick. I've done it many times in woods.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring out some butter, and I'm
Oh,
not going all the way back in to get some butter. So what I'm gonna do is the fat that's on here.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cut that off, and I'm gonna throw that in my frying pan
Ah,
and
okay.
render it down for the grease.
That makes sense.
And then
nice.
that's actually better. And then I can just leave it in there anyway. I don't have to take it out or anything, but it's actually better than using butter.
Right. Dung Tutor Ayubon, good to see you.
DJ John says hi.
Hey, John, good to see you.
DJ, if you want to activate your channel and share this across, feel free to do so, man.
Yeah, I might anyway, but I don't know yet. But hey, actually, good to see you. Hey, Victoria.
Yeah, the benefits of having StreamYard, it keeps up with all the chat when you're doing multiple screens. When you're doing
Yeah.
multiple share outs. I've noticed that the chat is in real time.
All right, Ashley, take care.
Okay, Ashley.
It's also beneficial to have a decent computer.
Yeah,
And a very stout internet signal.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to. Like I said, I know it was on clearance and it still has issues, but I'm very glad I was able to get that computer that I got because
Sure.
it is a massive step up from what I had.
Yeah,
Yeah, it probably makes life a little bit easier for you too.
absolutely.
Hi, Gary.
Now, I didn't see, I was kind of hoping Jason was going to pop in on my live, but he never did.
He never did. Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors, good to see you.
I got a package
Oh, yeah, coffee?
Oh.
that
Yeah.
he sent to me, and the reason he sent this to me is for probably about, I would say 13 days away, but I'm going to open it now.
Oh, okay. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, good to see you.
okay, I am live.
Oh, I'm not opening up a fourth one. I'm sorry. I've got no more room on my screen for another one.
Not to mention your eyes get crossed up.
Yeah.
Lucky Jim.
Oh, that's so
I mean,
cool.
I could put it on my tablet if I wanted to, but you know.
Right.
So this is fantastic. I really appreciate it, Jason, very much.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome.
Couldn't ask for anything better because I'm getting really low on the one that I got. So
Yeah.
he sent me that for
Okay, Ashley.
an early birthday gift,
Good
is what he said.
All right, Ashley. JJ, good to see you.
He scared me. No, he didn't. He said boo.
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 Yeah, that's better than butter, man.
I like this. I like this idea. Like I could still hang out with you, and we could share, and it all helps. And then everybody, whatever channel you're on. Dave's is drop. Al's is backstep.
Okay.
Mine is peace. Post your camping. Sorry. Post your posts it, and then your links will drop.
There you
Turn
go.
off my camera. Somebody wants to come down. It's dinner cooking time for us. Okay, there we go.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Susan. Appreciate it. All right. Anybody wants to come on up on the panel, feel free to do so. You click that link that I'm getting ready to do right there, and you'll come right on up. And
Yeah,
DJ, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Dave.
That's
I'm
great.
doing good.
Yeah.
And then Cole's
You can tell I did one in Dave's channel, one in Al's channel. It's coming
Yeah,
up
if,
in
if
StreamYard.
guys, if you're on panel over, you dropped the StreamYard link over there. No,
I didn't know.
I can grab.
no,
I
she's
think I
not
can do it.
Mhm.
I just put
I think I can do it because I'm a mod.
You can, where you're a mod, what you can do is copy the link and paste it in mine,
That's what I did.
and that works. Then, if anybody over there wants to come up, on
Hey, John, when
Over paranormal, good to see.
over
Scrolls back.
paranormal.
And I'm pinning it up on the top of mine so that way it's up there.
Hey, Beverly, glad to see you.
So, Dave,
Yeah.
I know we're still playing around with all this stuff now, but completely off topic of that. Have you done any more with your spring store or anything else?
Well, matter of fact, I did. I created a coffee cup yesterday where it says Dave Collier Camping on the front. And then when you turn it on the back, it says anti-grumpy juice. Let me drink 1 cup before I speak.
I like that one.
And I dropped the price to almost like $10, so I'm making like 40 cents on the cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did with my my backstep mug, which is coming down this week.
Right.
You're funny, Gary.
And I've yanked down some of those things that were like New Year's cups and, stuff like that. Because, I mean, we're getting right ahead into April. What good to say Happy New Year. So, yeah. But yeah, anybody wants a cup for like
Hi,
$10,
Don.
Hey,
Ooh.
y'all.
That's what I did with mine too. With my cup on there is I reduced the price down, so I'm only getting like a quarter or something if anyone buys one. That's
Right.
just because I think they have to have you have something on it.
Right.
But I reduced it down as much as I could.
Hey,
because it
DJ.
was,
Hey, Colby.
Hey,
Jeff
Colby.
Tackle, no, I do not have any kin that I know about in Florida, but I have been in Florida and noticed there's a Collier County, a lot of Colliers down there. So,
Yeah.
whether they're related to us, I wouldn't even know. So,
Hey, Des.
Hey,
yeah.
Colby. I have
Hey,
not checked
Colby.
mail today, so I don't know if it's arrived yet.
Mhm.
What?
you know, I have relatives literally all over the planet.
Well, you know what, Al? I would imagine a lot of us do because I know one part of my family came from Naples, Italy, in the late 1800s, 1900. And then the other part of the family came from England and Scotland in, gosh, I don't know, 16, 1700s.
Now I have more recent relatives all over the planet. On my dad's side, there was 16, and on my mom's side, there was 18.
Hmm.
So and most of them are after moving away all over the world. So
Right.
I got relatives all around that I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's literally, there was my grandfather on his 90th birthday, I think it was. They had a big party for him, and they invited all of the relatives to come.
Hmm.
There was 300 or 400 people there, and I might have known 10,
Right.
but they were all related to me. Every one of them was related to me, like, closely.
Sure. We had a little family gathering some years back, and there were people there that I had never met before. And one of my uncles was there, and he knew them all. and he was like, "This is your aunt from so and so, and this is your great uncle." And I mean, they were scattered all over the United States, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah. But Jailbait and Tackle says, "Yes, sir. I think there's a David Collier kind of related to the fishing world." Yeah, I believe there is. I believe I have seen that individual. But
Squirrel.
I will
Hey,
be right back, guys.
Don Ray
Okay,
B. All
DJ.
right,
Hey, DJ.
Justin Winning,
Hi, Justin.
JLM. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, Jillinson. Oh, must be in DJ's. Yep. Nope.
Yep. I see the little chain link. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
It's,
I don't have DJs up, so it's hard. I
don't have DJs up either.
It's
I just got mine and Dave's up. That's all.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Hey Gary, what's up, man?
Hey, Belt Loop.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, type in peace, guys, if you want to. On my side, if you want to post your link.
And if you're on my side, it's camping. And
yeah, I said drop it. It was camping.
Yeah.
And on my side, it's backstep, as everyone knows. I also got to put him in the top there. Hey, Judy May.
Jake.
Hey, Judy May.
Jake is here. Hi, Judy May.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Colby.
Good
How
evening
are
to you, Judy May.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry I'm down, but I have my in order for me to be online, the kids are cooking, so I have to have it down like this.
Okay.
Hey, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it.
Are you 3-timing now, the Hillbilly? He was 2 for in. Now one of he's 3 for in.
Well,
What's up,
Dave,
Hal?
now, you know, I don't think you're one to point fingers on any of that.
Yeah, it's easy when you can pull up 3 chats.
Just look at this. I'm going to have to turn my light on. So
You might have to, yeah.
Oh, he's got a fire going.
Oh, yeah. It's right at freezing, so you're going to need it.
I know, I'm almost 300 now. I got 10 to go and at 300.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Diz.
Well, if anybody has not introduced yourself to Peaceful Dez's channel, have at it.
It's a mellow. It's
And just so y'all know, Dez is my girlfriend. So
no, I am not your girlfriend.
I'm just messing.
That's my sister you're talking about.
Yeah, you're young. You're younger than my kids. I don't think so.
I'm just messing with you, Dez.
Don't mess with me like that now.
Hey, you mess with me too.
No, I don't. Not like that.
I know. I'm just being me.
Yeah, I know you're a goof.
Dawn Ray B, good to see you. All right.
I love it. Yes, Al's my protector.
I'll just be your best friend.
I do not have a. Now you're making me sound like I have a bad rep, Gary. Not Gary Beltloop, Gary Jailbait.
How you doing, Al?
I'm pretty good. I'm out on the step. I'm cooking myself a nice little feed here to have to eat. So,
what you cooking?
Not too bad. I got myself some. I got some rice and broccoli mixture here. Not rice, onion and broccoli mixture. Pork chop. Nice ribbon pork chop this here.
Yum. How's DJ today?
Doing good, Colby. I'm here until I get a text from a friend to call. So, yeah.
Gary, Jailbait, Gary is over at Al's Live. So what I do is I bring up everybody's live, put it on the lowest mode you can go before you turn them off, so they get the watch time, and then pop out the chat. Once you pop out the chat, put the chat side by side, and you can see everybody's chat.
All right, Don Ray B, take care.
Bye, John. Thank you for
John
popping
is
in and hanging
leaving.
out.
You're
Bye,
done.
John.
Yeah.
The only other way you can see it, Jailbait, is if you click on the link and you go up on the screen with us. Then
Right.
you can see everybody's chat in StreamYard from all
Right.
the. I don't have DJ's chat up, so if I'm missing people in DJ's room, I apologize. But
And
hi.
believe it or not,
Jay,
it's actually easier coming up on the panel because you can see everything.
Yeah.
yeah, JLMS asked out what's cooking.
Hi,
I
Ashley.
got a pork chop cooking and onions and broccoli.
Ooh, that sounds good.
My supper. That's my supper today.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, if you're trying to look at all those windows, it can be overwhelming. And it really technically is easier to be up on the panel because you can see the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Jonathan.
only looking at my chat on my other screen, and I got
Hey, Gary.
streaming all over on this one right here. So, yeah.
Welcome you guys to my side. Hey,
Yeah.
Nancy.
But don't be bashful.
Hey,
If you're
hey,
ever
brother, Gary, what's up?
man, this is the place to practice right here.
Yep.
Yep. That way, if we have background noise, we can kind of help work that out for you. And you got any questions how to connect everything, we can work that out.
Well, guys, there was a lot of firsts done on Dave's channel.
Yeah, we're the guinea pig.
Hey, Jen. Jen's over at Al's side. That sounds good, Gary. Did you see what Al wrote? Al, did you see what Gary wrote on my side? He said, "I just made a grilled ham."
I don't
cheese
see
and
your
tortilla."
side, Dave.
Well,
I don't
look at
have
it.
your side.
Well, look in StreamYard.
I can't because I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me
And
read
if
it
I
to you
open,
guys.
Out.
if I open StreamYard on my computer is going to crash.
All right. Well, let me tell you what he said. He said, "I just made a grilled ham and cheese on tortilla. It was my first time trying that. Not bad."
Yeah,
Good.
and JLM just said, so yummy. I'm cooking a pork loin roast, possibly more like breakfast time than supper time.
Right.
So,
Yes, let me show you guys now because it's ready.
that is frozen. So, yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks good, Al.
Hey, Squirrel Magnet, what you do?
Hey,
Is,
Nancy.
Squirrels Magnet, what you do is when I click this link or put this link up here, right? Let me show you right now. All right, I'm getting ready. There's a link getting ready to pop up on the screen. All right, and click it. Come up on the panel, and the right hand side of your screen, it'll be what's it actually say, Sal?
Hey, Jen. Welcome to my side.
And, then you click it, and anybody that comes in on your channel, you'll be able to see. I can see it all, but if you're up here on the panel, you'll see it all.
Yeah, if everyone on my side wants to come up, I got those pinned to the top. So,
All right, buddy, that sounds good. The more the merrier. And like I said, anybody that's entertaining the thought of doing this, this is the place to practice. We've pretty much this channel. We've always kind of sort of been amongst the first to push all the buttons. And
Yep.
Hey, what does this do?
what does this do? And then after that, everybody kind of just runs with the ball. So, none of you Texas on the back 20. Good to see you, man.
All right, Jake. You take care, hon, and thank you for popping in and hanging out for a little bit.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Chef.
Hey, Chef, how's it going?
yeah,
I can tell you all this with absolute certainty. You know how in the movies they leave that guy there and they say, don't press the button?
Yeah,
We're not the guys to leave there and say, don't press the button. We're going to press the button.
funny, Jen.
Yeah. I remember just a couple of weeks ago, I was telling everybody about this thing I had noticed, and I think you came up on my live, Al, and you said, "Well, let's press this button, see what happens."
Yeah, you guys have to let me know what I need to press on Thursday night when I do mine. What button do I press so that everybody can
Devil
share?
dogs.
Well,
No, I'm not pressing Devil Dog.
Devil dog. Well,
Yes.
guys, it's pretty easy because you're
Yes.
going to notice in the right-hand column over there, the left-hand column, it'll say
I
guest.
do have
You need to
that
enable
up well, anyone could do it on
You
your
can enable that.
as
Okay,
well.
thank you, DJ. Thank
It's,
goodness DJ handles my StreamYard for me.
yeah, it's already set up.
Thank you.
I
That'll
believe-
be perfect for tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Let me double check. Hold on.
All right. I haven't even set up my thing for tomorrow night yet.
What?
I know, I slacked.
Do you want me to take care of that as well?
If you want to, sure, I would appreciate it. You're totally awesome. Thank you.
Okay, 9 o'clock, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Going to
If John's still here, it's definitely 9 o'clock. Let me see. Yeah, he's still here. John.
Hey, Papa.
Oh my gosh! Hi, Papa Rock.
Hi, Papa Rock. Good to see you. Well, I'm showing about 30 people in here.
That's
on
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure who's where and where's who, but
Yeah, let's see. 6 on you. Al has got 10, and I've got 6. How's that?
cool. That sounds good.
And I got
No, you've got 7, Dave, and then DJ.
I got 4.
There we go.
And like I said, I've looked at the analytics last week when we did that to try to help Danny, and to me it didn't look like much anything happened. It looked like,
No.
Hi, Vulture.
and then I think the next morning I was talking to her, and she said that she didn't notice any difference at all either. You know, it's just like, maybe you're right, Al. Just
Well, that's where I'm thinking that YouTube is not catching up to it as quick.
right.
I think it's taking longer for them to sort out the hours and that than it would normally because it's not just one person now. There's 4, 5, 6 people doing it.
Right. Voltor Graphus, the Indian Condor. Good to see you. Right. I hope I said that right. You'll have to forgive us because if anybody can murder a name, we can.
Yeah, the free version does not. It's the paying version from what people have been saying.
What is it?
Yeah, no. You have to be a paid one in order to let people broadcast it.
Ah. Okay.
Bless you.
Are you on the free version, Des? Or
No, I'm on the paid.
paid? DJ, are
Yeah.
you on the paid?
I'm on the page.
You on the paid?
Yeah, I did it
No.
paid on my birthday when I turned 59 in November, and they went to go cancel. They're like, "Hey, do you want to do it for $10 a month instead of 25?" I said, "Bing, you got it."
Yeah.
So that's what I know. But the way that it works is as long as the main host is a paid member, anyone can share it out.
Right. So it's on my dime, so to speak. But
Yes.
yeah.
And that's
Okay.
probably where it's causing YouTube with the issue trying to keep up with hours.
Right.
Yes. And
Hey, Johnny.
yeah,
Hey,
you are all set up for people to do that. So,
thank you, DJ. And I just want to say hi, everybody. Okay, back to no screen.
Johnny, you look like you're cold there, man. What's the temperature?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what the old phone says here. Let's see. It's not bad. I'm just sitting in the shade, and I know 44.
Oh,
44
okay.
degrees.
Yeah.
If I step out there and start moving around, off goes the hat. Well, the hat stays on, but the jacket comes off.
I got you.
If I step out there and start moving around, I'm going to get cold.
Right.
You step
Yeah, you've got your fire keeping you warm. I wouldn't step out there either.
hear that noise?
Yes.
Chicken coop being built.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Somebody building it for you?
Yeah. I was like, we're at that point in our lives. We'd rather pay somebody to do it than try to find the time ourselves.
Hey, Johnny, it's no shame in my game either, man. If I can't do it, I'm not even gonna say it.
It's like,
Yeah.
why did I earn this money if I can't use it?
There you go. That's right. We'll let somebody else worry about how come this piece won't fit into that piece.
That's right.
Mhm.
So I got some leftover fish and chips here.
Ooh, that sounds
Yum. Jealous.
The JLM does a $3.25, I believe $40, and the $10 is a hidden offer on Trio. So, yeah, you have to ask about the $10 one.
I'm not sure what the price tags are on these StreamYard plans now.
I think the way it is you have to have it for a month at the regular price, and when you go to cancel it, then they offer it to you.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
Well, you know, for me, I would okay pay 25 for a few months,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
then I contacted support saying, hey, I want to downgrade. I know about the $10 plan. Can I get that plan? So I
Yeah.
had to ask for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
me it
that's
was
what we're
I paid for
saying.
the first. Yeah, well, for me it was I paid for the first month, and I was canceling because it was for my birthday to see if I had 10 people pop up,
Yeah.
and then they said, "Hey, why don't you have it for $10 a month?" They offered it to me. I didn't request it, so because
Yeah.
I was going to cancel, they
I
wanted to keep me.
Right. Now I know they keep sending me little messages. Would I like to upgrade to business grade?
Yeah.
You know, and what that'll do, I have no clue. But the way they were talking, it's like you can have like 10 guests up and all sorts of like Zoom type meetings and all kinds of stuff.
Gary, I'm subscribed to over 100 channels.
Oh, okay. So Johnny, how are you, man?
Hey, Judy, man.
Yeah, I'm 10
Yeah.
times that amount.
I think Johnny fell asleep.
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm good. Started day one of my break, so
Cool.
normal routine stuff, but really busy trying to make a lot of content right now. Got a lot of different ideas, and
It's
I just
a lot.
don't
Hey,
want to let
Papa.
any of them pass by. So I'm like, man, I've got to hustle to get some of these on a timely basis. So that's a good thing. Staying out of trouble, being creative. Type
Sure.
thing.
Absolutely.
And to all you men, this is my man right here, Papa.
Hey, Papa. Papa's been a minute or two. How you been?
All right, hanging in there.
That's good. Vagabond Sage, good to see you.
I like the beard, Papa. It looks good on you.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
All right, now we gotta go healthy. Gotta have an apple.
All righty. Yum, yum. Wow.
Here, let me mute myself.
There.
Okay.
Now I thought chopping wood was bad.
That's actually not the case.
Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Can he start chopping wood again?"
Hi, good times Homestead Extra.
I mean, JLM, I will say, levels of 2010 or 45, I believe, you're limited to the same features except for a couple like webinars and a few other things.
Yeah, webinars and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure whether we want to go that sophisticated or not.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about upgrading my StreamYard to anything else other than what it is right now. It's fine for me.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
Yeah,
good to see you.
same.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm like, most of the time we can't even fill the whole screen anyway. You know?
Yeah,
And
but that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, if it comes to the point where we're constantly at 10 people on panel, that's enough to have up there anyway. When you think about it,
you can't even keep track of the conversation hardly. You really can't.
Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end my stream and I'm hopping off.
All right, buddy.
Okay,
Well,
DJ, take care, huh?
I think Dave actually got to end your stream for you, DJ.
Actually, I'm in my studio right now. I'm hitting end stream right now.
All right, you been ended for you?
No, I already ended it.
End of this.
Okay, we'll just let it run, man, or whatever it does. That way,
Oh,
anybody.
Beverly, you forgot the P in there, hon. Try it again.
Bye, y'all.
All right,
Bye,
DJ.
DJ.
Take care, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ.
All right. And now there are 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that pork chop was good. Now I got hiccups.
What's for dessert?
Root beer, and I've got the pot on heating up again. I'm gonna wash up my dishes and maybe make another cup of coffee.
Oh, okay. Just some of Jason's coffee.
Well, yeah, that's what I got out with me. I got because this one's almost gone, so he sent me a new one.
Right.
Same flavor?
Yep, same flavor.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So that was really nice of him. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellen.
He said it really goes a long way, you know.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. He could stop the stream himself, just have to click on the circle with the check mark up on the top right.
Mhm.
So when
Well,
you're
I'm-
up on StreamYard and up on the right, there's our emblem and it's got the check. We can just uncheck, click on it, and it'll shut it off.
Well, I'm still
For,
showing a D beside one of them with a check, so it's showing it's still active over here.
Huh.
And I'm showing an A, a D, a
Hi,
P,
Molly.
and both of my normal ones. So
Yeah. Something might still be active on his end.
yeah, it probably is.
No belt loop. I have never had hot root beer.
What are you doing?
And he's not willing to try.
No, I'm good with cold root beer.
Yeah, cold root beer.
It's probably
I'd rather-
good.
It probably is.
I'd rather have room temp ginger ale and Sierra Mist than hot.
Now
root beer.
ginger ale, flat
Yeah.
as you can get.
You like the Canada Dry or the Shasta or
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry is probably the better one
Yeah, that's my
because
favorite.
it's Canadian.
Oh, jeez.
yeah. On the Louisiana style. Good to see you.
And I only buy that when Publix has a really good deal. Sometimes I'll have buy 2 get 2 free, so then that's when I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Hey, DC Outdoors.
DC Outdoors. All right, there is the link. If anybody wants to come up on the panel and try this new feature out,
And
doors
mine
up.
and the link is posted up on top of mine, so it's pinned up there rather. So if anybody wants to join up on Dave's live, that's where the pin is.
And it's not pinned on mine.
I know yours. It says drop your link with backstep. Yep. Okay.
Dan says he heard Canada, and my spidey senses told me to join.
Yeah, that one had me laughing there. That's pretty good. Just tried RC Cola Cherry today. Yeah, that is really good. I've enjoyed that. My
Go to RC Cola.
my
Hi,
wife.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, D.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I had a albuterol treatment, and Terry just fed me some pork chops and pasta noodles and home canned green beans,
Okay, good.
Good.
and got me a shot.
Well,
So
come on. We
my
Okay,
voice
good.
feels like it's getting ready to go, but
Mhm.
I'm done better.
Oh, well, at least you're home and you're home. There you go, nice and large. At least you're home and you got somebody looking after you. So
Oh yeah, he's good to me. He's very
there
very
you
good.
go. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you gonna be out doing any hikes or walks or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I got a bunch of videos that are all already up there that have release dates and stuff. But yeah, you'll be seeing some hikes and some camps and some cooking and
There you go.
some spoon
Lots of
carving,
good stuff.
a little bit of everything up in there.
Good times. Yeah, I can't wait. I was just messaging a buddy in the area that does survival stuff, and I'm like, dude, you about ready for a hike? And he's like, yeah, maybe. It's like he doesn't like the cold weather, so he's been staying indoors. So I'm gonna try to get that lined up, and then I'm gonna do a camping down in Missouri here in late
Yeah,
April. Try to visit my on the way back. So,
I mean, we all know that it's just a matter of time here in the U.S. that summer's going to come on with a vengeance.
oh yeah, it'll be bugs everywhere.
Bugs everywhere.
Oh man.
So if you're going to hike or camp or anything like that, now's the time. This is the sweet time right here.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I wonder if can Al be out there and do like a slow motion on like some of those giant mosquitoes or whatever as they're coming in, and then do a side by side comparison of like an eagle or something coming in, and just see.
Yeah. They got
yeah,
mosquitoes so big they got the Canadian flag on the tail, right?
that's right.
Hey,
I
Al,
was
what do you
just-
do?
I'm sorry. I know I was listening a little bit there.
Well,
about
then you might have to
mosquitoes.
check with the Wild Nature Preserve and find out about that, because I know that people have rescue baby squirrels, and they've used some kind of formula with bottles with little nipples, but I don't know.
I just went on my StreamYard account. I don't know what DJ was looking at, but I'm looking at my StreamYard,
Uh-huh.
and I don't have a broadcast in StreamYard.
Well,
Like I don't have an ongoing or an upcoming broadcast in StreamYard.
I don't know.
So I don't know what DJ was looking at.
I don't
To
either.
say he canceled these.
Right.
But like Dave, if you go into your StreamYard, which are in,
Right.
you will see an active stream.
I am showing active streams. I'm showing a P, a D, an A, and then my normal YouTube channel and my normal Facebook channel.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what DJ was saying how he canceled the live.
He can, I don't think, can he?
He might be able to do it through the actual StreamYard.
Through like Leave Studio or something? Maybe? I don't know.
In the top of your StreamYard.
Yeah, it's not the same on the phone though. See?
No, on the top of Dave's StreamYard rather. What do you see
Yes,
on the top of Dave's StreamYard?
I am showing a P,
he's
a
gone.
D, an A, and then my two normal YouTube, Facebook channels.
I know, but I was wondering what Al showed on his, because
Oh, okay.
for me, on your StreamYard, it shows my emblem with the check mark.
Uh-huh.
So I'm supposedly that's what he did was he clicked on he closed it or whatever. But Gary says that one up there is the one that will close down the link between my channel and your channel.
Right. But which one are you? Are you the A, the D, or the P?
I don't know because I have my emblem as the peaceful snowflake, so I don't know what it would be.
Here it's not showing any emblem at all. It's just showing, like I said, my normal Facebook, my normal YouTube, and then an A, a D, and a P. I'm assuming that the A is Al.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you see what
Would
happens.
the P be peaceful does?
The P will be your channel, yes, Days, because it's Peaceful Days. It's not just Days, right?
Yeah.
But do you see what happens when you start playing around on a phone and you got big fat fingers.
Right. Yeah. Mhm. Ken, how are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Good. We're trying all this new StreamYard features out.
Good. I'm being brave here. First time doing this, other than with Dan.
That's great, man. That's
Yeah.
great. Well,
Yeah.
this is what we call the proving grounds here. We press all sorts of buttons and see what happens. So
That's right.
Gary
what?
just said that. Sorry, Gary just said that mine was showing DJ live as well, but when I refreshed it, it didn't show his anymore.
Yeah, I think through StreamYard itself, I can shut down. But if I leave, like, I can't go into my StreamYard and shut it down. I'd have to come back in here
right,
to shut it down.
right.
And I'm new here too, so we've got good teachers.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if nobody wants to shut it down, it won't shut down until I shut it down.
Yep.
Right.
So
Okay.
we
Right.
could all leave, and Dave can run it, and it'll just show Dave on all of our channels.
Right. You can go on out to eat or do what you want to do, and if you want to still collect up some hours, as long as I'm running my mouth, you'll be doing that. So
There you go.
now this new layout feature, I'm not sure what it does, but
Devil Dog was playing with that online the other night. You can create your own size windows for everybody and stuff like that.
oh, okay.
Gary, have a good night, hon. Thank you for popping in and hanging out on my side.
Yeah.
That's Jailbait. Jailbait's leaving.
Jailbait.
Take
See
care,
you,
man.
Jailbait.
All right. So Ken, how are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Just finished the New England Trail.
Oh, great, man. Okay.
Judy, there's nothing wrong with doing the rounds. New England Trail, where? How? Huh? What?
Awesome, girl.
My ears just perked up.
Guys, get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Come on.
It is. I heard New England.
Ken, she wants to know where you went to.
Uh-oh. Is he still? Did
That's
you
not-
He's
freeze?
still there.
No, he's there. I got
Yeah.
it. Ken, what part of New England?
I'm sorry, there's a lot of echoes. I can't hear what's going on.
Ken,
What
Ken, Ken,
part of
Ken.
New
Des,
England?
Des. Once. Two. No.
You got
Where?
your
Yeah. New England. Did you? Ooh, go.
You got your YouTube side shut down? Or muted at least?
Did it stop?
Ken,
Did
did
it stop?
Yeah.
I just put my
Mhm.
my telephone up
I'm
to
not-
read the chat.
Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo. Echo cancellation.
Right.
Do you know where to get your echo cancellation?
I wonder if Ken has this audio up on his YouTube and
Right. You need to close every window down except for StreamYard.
But if the echo cancellation is not on, it's still going to get an echo.
True.
Yeah, Ken, you might want to try to close out YouTube or turn the volume down on that.
So if you go into your settings on StreamYard side and go into your audio, there should be a little button there that says echo cancellation. It has to be clicked.
You know what? I had two windows open. I closed the other one. I'm not hearing that echo now.
Yeah.
There you
that's-
go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So what part of New England were you in?
It
all right.
goes from the shore in Guilford, Connecticut, all the way up to New Hampshire, about 205 miles maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
Been out there the last 2 weeks. It was fun.
Yeah, I used to work in Connecticut on tobacco fields, lived in Massachusetts, been to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. I'm from New
Yep.
England. That's why I was like, I don't know everything about New England, but I know that when you said New England, my ears perked up. So I was like, what part? Where? What?
And where you
Right up the
can't
middle of
camp
Connecticut and pretty much the middle of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's when you need to go in the fall, though. If
Yeah.
you like fall colors, it's like Western Mass, Vermont, New Hampshire, West Side. It's amazing. Up into Maine.
This was not the time of year to go. I walked through
Nope.
the nor'easter the first week on the Tuesday and
Oof.
Wednesday. that nor'easter dumped a lot of snow in Massachusetts, and there was still a lot up there when I got up there. So that was tough.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Western
Can we
Mass
not
gets
talk about
dumped hard when it
snowstorms?
snows, and then with the Northeastern, forget it.
If we start talking about snowstorms, I'm going to get another one.
Yeah, good chance if Massachusetts got it, you're going to catch a piece of that.
Yeah.
Now, Ken, you just put out a video on that today, didn't you? I thought it was.
No, that was just a hike with my wife locally
Okay.
at one of the water companies.
Okay, gotcha. Now
And that
the
snowstorm already happened, probably.
so on the trip, did you tent camp or hammock camp?
Actually, I did a little no hammock, but I tented 2 nights, 3 nights in a shelter, hotel 4 nights, and actually came home 4 nights and stayed at home. The trail doesn't have a lot of spots to camp at.
Yeah.
And so it's, you got to really plan carefully. Actually, one night, Sue B, young Nana, you may have seen her a few times, Dave, on your channel, but young Nana actually picked me up, brought me to their, what they call their blue house at the church. It's a meeting house or something. They opened the house for me, has a meeting room downstairs, a game room and meeting room upstairs, a couple couches. They gave me the whole house and let me sleep on the couch.
Wow, you can't beat that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, really.
They call it the Blue House Resort.
House Resort. And this is Massachusetts, or?
That was in Southington, Connecticut. That was
Okay.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
Had a couple trail angels take care of me. Her and her husband and another couple fed me dinner. Another lady that came with her to pick me up in the morning fed me breakfast. And then another lady on the New England Trail group on Facebook offered to ride me around the Westfield River. And when she picked me up, took me out to lunch.
Wow, you can't
Awesome.
beat that, man.
It's
Yeah.
a great community. It's
Really
unbelievable.
nice.
Yeah. That sort of
But
sounds
that's
like
why they
that.
call them. That's why they call them trail angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sort of like that big hike that Dan, the Wandering Monks, got coming up down the Cherokee Trail.
Yeah.
He's got all these people lined up that say, "Hey, if you see the house, come on over, and we'll feed you and all that kind of stuff." So.
Actually, I'm going to see Wandering Monk next month.
Are you? Okay.
I took up a young guy, young to me, he's in his mid-40s. The young guy out in Kansas gave an invitation to join him on a little 15-mile hike.
Uh-huh.
I said to my wife, why don't we go out and do some national parks in Colorado? And on the way, we'll stop and do that hike with him. Turns out Dan is 4 miles from that trail.
Right.
And so he's going to join us on it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We're going to look forward to some good video out of both of you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been enjoying your gardens out in the yard.
I appreciate that, man. Hopefully the birds and everything will let me have a little taste.
I haven't done gardening in a while. I used to do a lot, but I haven't done it in a while. I really enjoy watching it.
I love that.
My grandfather was a farmer when my grandmother made him move off the farm closer to civilization. He turned his backyard into a little farm with the pear trees, apple trees, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like my yard. I've got like 14 fruit trees and grapevines everywhere and kiwis and everything else.
You're growing kiwi?
I am growing kiwis.
I know that was like a tropical fruit. Although
No, they got a cold hardy variety called Isaiah.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, it's we got gooseberries, goji berries, blackberries.
I love try goji berries.
Yeah. So, but now that I'm retired, man, I have the time to do battle with the bugs and battle with the funguses and battle with the birds and everything else. Yeah.
Johnny, it looks like you got a good buddy there.
Yeah, there's my little sugar bear. She loves to snuggle.
There you go.
She's not as quiet as understanding or easy to flip around the way Al can handle Doris, but yeah, she definitely can be demanding. She'll come up. She's like, "I'm gonna get on you if I put down." She's just as vocal as Doris, if not more.
Uh-huh.
Well,
She was, she was very
Doris
talented.
took a lot to get to where she.
Yeah. Wow.
So Al, are you out on a trail?
He's on his back step.
Back step.
Internet is on the fritz again.
Yeah, we heard it pop. Yeah,
Okay.
there it goes.
Hi, what are you doing? So yeah, so here we are getting ready to wrap up March and
Yep.
new challenges, and I just had too many ideas for the Camp Challenge Alliance. I was like, I can't not do some of these, so I'm trying to do a couple of those so I can get back into doing my hiking and cooking and camping and stuff.
Sure.
Like
Yeah. So you're like,
Mama Four Boys is saying hi to you all up there on the screen.
who is? Oh, Mama Four Boys. Oh, Mama Four Boys.
Hi, how you doing? But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a little bit. I want to hit the Ozark Trail down in Missouri. I want to go down to Mark Twain National Forest. Try to get Mike. I don't think we've seen him for a while. He's got that outdoor gear review he likes to do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if he'll come out there with me and put in a couple miles.
How long is the Ozark Trail?
I believe that one's a couple 100 miles. I'm just going to do a small little section. I'm going to drive down there, do a night or two, and just come on back.
Yeah.
Work allows. But I've been eyeing that one for a while. If you're looking, and if we can coordinate some time, I wouldn't mind a partner to get going through it, brother.
Try this again, shall we?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Now, Ken, have you spent much time on the AT?
I actually did the AT in 2020.
Did you really? Nice. So, with the whole 2020 thing, was the trail as busy as normal, or?
No, it was actually kind of like to be alone. I like to meet people, but I like to be alone, and
Yeah.
so it was really a good year for me. You know, I'd be exhausted, wet, want to go
Yeah.
into a shelter and just spread out.
Sure.
Nobody there.
Wow.
So I had a lot of that and enough interaction with other people. But I canceled my hike in March. I was supposed to start March 25th.
Yeah.
COVID went crazy the week before.
Mm.
So I canceled, figured I was done. In the middle of May, Georgia opened up.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to fly down, give it a start north. I always wanted to go Nobo,
Sure.
northbound. And said, yeah, I'll fly down and start north. Maybe I can get this whole body going and do the whole thing. If not, I'll jump up to Katahdin, do Katahdin, and then go back and pick up the middle. And
Sure.
I got going. I started May 27th, and I finished September 26th. Did it in 4 months.
You were hustling.
Yeah, for an old guy, I did good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. I think even for young guys, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
I
Right.
watched Dixie when she did her, she was first breaking into it. I think she's called Homemade Wanderlust is what her channel name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching that before she got big time. And I think she was pushing it. I think she took probably a good 6 months or something like that or more. But yeah, that's you were hauling, man. You really, that's good. Now, did you do any of the challenges like the ice cream challenge or anything like that?
I didn't. I would go into town, and if I ate too much milk product, and milk has never bothered me before,
Yeah.
I was having stomach problems the whole next day if I did. So I avoided it.
Sure. Yeah, I was watching. I didn't realize it, but they have AT days, like when they do the kickoff.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of merchants and stuff. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but
Down in Damascus, Virginia, they have trail days and
yeah. And but yeah, I guess there's an arch at the beginning of the AT down in Georgia, and they got a lot of vendors and stuff, and it's a big gathering. I'm like, ooh, that would be neat to go to.
I did go to the one in Trail Days in Damascus the year
Yeah.
before. Me and my wife went down, and
Yeah.
it was fun. A lot of vendors, a lot of people I followed on YouTube were there.
That's
It
cool.
was pretty neat.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I kind of started getting into all this is like, I was like, man, I like the epic adventure idea. And I was thinking about sectioning through hiking. And then eventually I realized I'm the guy that's going to get lost. And then I was like, oh man, I better learn some survival skills. So I started getting into it was like in case I'm stuck for a few days. So I worked on that, and now I'm like, okay, I think I'm good enough. So I was like, now get back to having fun. Why did you start this whole thing?
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, talk about survival. When I was on the New England Trail and I got up north, it
Yeah.
wasn't just snow. There was a lot of blowdowns.
oh,
Right.
really?
And
Yeah.
so there was Sunday was my second to last day. I did 21.6 miles between two shelters. And then you got deep snow. Some places still had 12 inches of snow, and I'm wearing trail runners. I chose not to go with snowshoes
Yeah.
because somebody said that the snow wasn't bad up at Mount Grace, which is the highest mountain.
Yeah.
So I'm in trail runners. I did have waterproof socks, but there were areas where the snow was tough, and then you would have blowdowns, and you got to go around them. You get to the other side, and you can't find the trail marker. And my app, Far Out, was off in that area. There's some sections that got rerouted, and it's off. So you're trying to find the next mark. It'd take me a half an hour to find the trail.
See, that is like right there. That's the truth bomb right there. I'm like, you don't just follow a trail. I'm like, it's not paved.
There was one point where I lost a marker. I knew where the last one was, and I must have gone back and forth for a half an hour. And I finally gave up. Again, Far Out wasn't there. I said, I'm just going to go to where Far Out is.
Mhm.
If that's the old trail, it's going to eventually get me to where I should be.
Okay.
And I bushwhacked a little bit to where it was, where Guthook was saying, the old Guthook, Far Out, and eventually came on a white blaze.
Good. Oh, good for you.
What I should have done is dropped a waypoint where the
Yeah.
last marker, I didn't think of it till later. I should have dropped a waypoint before I left that last white marker. That way, if I
Right.
got lost, I could get back to it. But yeah,
See,
it could be
those are the
dangerous
juicy
out there.
tidbits I think people could use.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it takes a while to get used to figuring out what's a real trail, what's an animal trail, and and how to get your way back. So that's good information, man.
Yeah. And if you can't find your way back, how to survive.
Right.
I kept reminding myself, I got enough gear for a few days. I've slept on the snow before. Just put your tent down, set up your air mat. You'll be
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
As long as you don't panic.
Right. That's the big thing.
Panic is the biggest killer when you're out in the woods alone.
Yep.
It causes you to do a lot of stupid things that you shouldn't and wouldn't normally do.
And if you're
Guys,
totally
I'm gonna head out.
All right,
guys have a
Dee, you
good
take good
evening.
care.
all right,
Feel
Dee.
better.
Take care. All right.
See y'all tomorrow, probably.
Bye bye. Be safe.
All righty.
Yeah.
So Ken,
I'm eating dinner while you guys talk.
Yeah. Ain't
so
no
Ken, what was was that the worst you've ever had as far as getting disoriented, or what's the most memorable disorientation story for you?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I never really got that lost. I wasn't lost. It's just I couldn't find the trail.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do the big
Misdirected.
miles, so it's kind of I'm trying to get there before dark, and I'm losing time. So you start to feel a little panic from that. I got a goal of getting to a certain point. I actually eventually, halfway through, got to a cabin. It's a full cabin. Somebody else rented it, but there's 2 tent platforms there. I think I had about 7 miles to go.
Yeah.
And I was tempted to just stay on one of the 10 platforms.
Yeah.
But, I had a goal of getting to that other shelter, so I pushed on. And I made it by 6, so I still had an hour of light.
Good for you, man. That's
Yeah, really. Yeah.
that you got to pay mentally tough. One time I went to Colorado. I was in Granby, so I was on the west side of the Rocky Mountain National Park. And I said, all right, let's go do a little warm up hike before we start hitting the hills the next day. So I'm going around this lake, and those little offshoot of a trail to go look at an old steam engine. So I'm taking pictures of it. Next thing I know, I was like, it's getting dark. I'm like, where's the trail? And I was mad at myself. I'm like, well, I've got a little gear. I know I can get through the night, but I've got this condo, a really nice place to sleep at tonight. And so I was like, okay, well, here's the lake, and I can't go that farther that way. I was like, so I've got to go that way. And I was like, just walk steadily. And I was using all trails. and it was like closer, closer, and then eventually I found it. But I was a little humble because I like the heart got to racing a little bit. I'm like, no, sit down, think about it, John.
Yeah.
But that one took me about 10 minutes or so until I
Yeah.
finally got my bearings straight again. But that was
You know,
one of those-
I do recall one. And I mean, if somebody doesn't like hunting, I apologize for talking about hunting, but
No,
I was hunting on property I have up in Maine. It's my own property. I've been up there tons and tons of times. It was cold. I think it was a rainy day, and there's some thick evergreens. They're probably hemlocks and some fir trees. And I was sitting in there, and it started getting dark, and I waited a little too long.
Uh-huh.
And there's nothing out there. It's a couple miles dirt road into where the road goes up to my cabin, and but you're out in the back, and I'm like, I don't know which way to get out of here. If I go the right way, I'm at the power lines, and then you just walk up the power lines. But for a few minutes, I had that panic attack of I have no idea which way to go.
Right.
And I know this property.
Right.
But it was only about, it's short. It was like 5 minutes of panic. And then
Right.
I see
Yeah.
something I recognize. And
But that's where people get in trouble. They, you
That
just like,
5
I
minutes.
gotta run. I'm like, no, stay put.
but
That 5 minute panic is enough to get you turned around, more than enough that then you are in a situation where I'm
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't have but one day,
I guess that's why they
you're in
teach kids
trouble.
hug a tree. Just
Yeah.
stay there, have your whistle, the loud bright colors. Don't go further into there, because that's when they're bringing out the bloodhounds later to try to sniff you down. You don't want that.
See, when I go into the woods, I'm never in bright colors except for hunting season. I'll have something.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm always in dark.
Yeah, you sneak up on the hunters.
I do. I actually did that to 2 hunters this year. They were watching a marsh, and I walked out into the middle of the marsh and sat down behind a rock, and they never saw me.
Wow.
They were watching the marsh, looking for moose.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I stood up to leave the marsh that they saw me. They saw the orange popping up. They're like,
Right.
where did that come from? Right?
Right.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah. It's even well-established areas. Yeah, there's a lot to miss out there.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So
It's very easy. It's very easy to get turned around, even if you know where to. Things change.
yeah.
Weather changes.
I mean, if you can get yourself turned around on a city street, imagine the woods.
right. Yeah, I mean, and we got our little GPS now. Which way to go? And Serial tells us which way to go. Sometimes
It's
she's
interesting.
right.
I carry a manual compass with
Yeah.
me, but I don't bring a map. So I got to
Yeah.
start bringing a map with me so that, I may not know where I am, but I have an idea of what's around me. And if I have a map of the area, I know where I should be, and at least I can get it in the right direction and head for a road.
My big thing is in the area I'm in. I know if I head out, the direction I head is usually south.
Mhm.
So anywhere from down in that area, if I got a manual compass and I head north, I'm gonna head I might come out on the road 200 or 300 yards up from where I start, but I'll come out on the same spot almost all the time.
Right.
That's a good idea, Al, is to maybe look at the map ahead of time.
Yeah.
No,
Just know
I'm
what
going
direction
north.
I'm going.
There's roads either whatever direction the roads are. So if I get lost, just head in that direction and I'll hit the road.
That was at Pathfinder when I was doing the basic survival class. That was one of the big things they did. They were like, know your exits, major landmarks. So if you do get lost, which direction are you going to go to get out there, out to Main Street? Now, one of the things we're this Camp Challenge Alliance we're doing, one of the ideas we're batting around is a navigation challenge. And we're still trying to figure out good ways to do that, whether it's exit strategy, pace count, trying to make your own little map of an area or something like that. I don't know. But hey, if you got any good ideas, we would love to hear them, because the more ideas, the better.
See what
Actually,
James
I
did?
learned something tonight, so this is good. I look at my map ahead of time, and then if I don't have a map when I'm out in the field, at least I know the roads around me and can head in a direction. I like that.
Right.
I might not know where I am, but I know where I am to.
Yeah.
That's true, James.
Yeah.
I think I know where I am, but I was around too.
I get lost easily too.
Yeah. Then, not to mention, make sure you have enough food to at least get you through,
Oh yeah.
days.
Well, if any of you guys, well, y'all know anyway, when I goes to the woods, I way overcarry.
Me too. Yeah. Over. Yeah.
If I got stuck down the woods, I'd probably be good for a week.
Right.
Sometimes it's
Kim,
better to
what'd
be
you do?
over
What'd you do for
prepared because
food?
you
Did
never
you do
know.
mountain home or stuff, or did you just eat in town?
So
I
the
better be over prepared.
So Ken, did you bring food on the trail like Mountain House and stuff, or
Yeah, I
dehydrate your own
usually use a Mountain House, or one of my favorites is just taking a Norris rice side, and I don't like to cook on trail, so I just boil water, pour it in the pack, let
Right.
it hydrate, and that's my meal. I'll use Norris rice side. I might eat a Spam or beef jerky or something like that with it.
Right.
Mountain House is sufficient for a night.
Sure.
Al and I go out, we're bringing a side of beef. or or
That's the
pig.
way to go.
Are you sure it's that and not
Yeah.
a side of pork?
That
with
too.
pork
That too.
chops?
Do that too.
Yeah.
Probably the whole pig, so we can dig a pit and put it down in.
Yeah, we'll just have the rotisserie, just kind of
There you go.
Let me know
Send
where
us
apple
one.
in the mouth.
Let me know where y'all at. I'll bring the wood.
There you go. Oh, that's right.
I was following a guy a couple years ago on YouTube doing the AT, and somebody carried a tenderloin into the campsite, cooked it up over the fire, and then split it with everybody that was there.
Oh,
That's
man.
wild.
So the guy I was following, every time he went into town now, when he headed out, he always bought a tenderloin, and the next camp he always cooked it up and shared it with everybody.
Right.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
That's
he
cool,
was
cool.
just a day hiker. He just kind of like a trail angel, like on the real trail.
I can't remember who it was that fed him the first time, but he started doing. He was a through hiker, and he started when he went into town, bringing it back out.
Wow.
That
That's
would be
cool.
awesome. Yeah, it's like if you can't do the whole thing. See, that would be if out here, if there were like a, well, it's not right here, but man, that would be kind of cool. Just like, hey guys, I know you're tired. Here's a real home cooked meal, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pack a few potatoes and a hunk of meat. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Well, we better get that out of our system because here before long it's gonna get hot. And,
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I don't mind having to go on a hike with nothing, but well, I had to wear long pants anyway, but just a t-shirt on and come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave, I remember last summer you were like, Johnny, I'm already ready for winter. And I bit my tongue, but I'm just sitting there like, yo, you be quiet now. I'm not
yeah.
winters are long and cold here. I'm not ready. So-
This year we didn't even have not one snowflake. Zero. None.
really?
None.
In
Zero.
Virginia, none.
None. Zero. All we have was
This
rain.
is why he sits down and says, I can't wait for winter. See, if he had the snow like I has up here, he wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that. Now summertime here, it's like it gets like Pakistan, super humid, hot, and
Right.
and I know y'all heard me say I ain't going out there.
Yeah. That's how I feel about down here.
Uh-huh.
I've had Lyme's disease, so on my through hike, I wore long sleeve shirts and long pants the whole way, including and through brutally hot weather because I didn't want ticks on. I sprayed the clothes with permethrin, and I kept the long pants and long shirt every single day. Didn't care because I didn't want ticks, but it was tough some day. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
There were
imagine.
days I get in my tent, nights in my tent, I would strip down and I would all night until midnight sweat.
Mhm.
Couldn't cool down.
Yeah, there's
You have to be careful of heat exhaustion or heat stroke.
Yeah.
I like the hammock camping in the summertime, but there does get a point where it gets a little too warm and uncomfortable, where you're not really sleeping at night anymore.
Not really. No, you're just laying there, just like Ken said, you're just sweating and
Right.
you know.
Try to
Yeah,
set
but
up
in
the
the
shelter,
hammock
get a
too,
little
you're
breeze or
wrapped
something.
around.
Yeah.
with
See,
the
you wanna
hammock,
get the
you're
right
wrapped around so the
location.
breeze doesn't come through.
No, it's not like that with camp hammocks. Camp hammocks will wick the heat away from your body.
Yeah. Right.
Unless you're down an underquilt, they will wick heat away from you. You'll actually feel cold on a warm day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you get to the point where you're not feeling cold in the warm days, you got to find the right location to set up your hammock. It has to be about this much in the water.
Yeah.
You got that constant river flow of coolness coming up.
Oh, that'll cool you.
Salt and water, whatever. Yeah.
Or at least put it on your toes in the water or something.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it like you get to July here in Southern Virginia, and you go outside and it's 4 a.m. and it's already 88 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
I mean, you know you're gonna have to make a decision. You know,
Right.
or what? You know what's smart. You know, get
Right.
out of this. Yeah. You know. And,
Do I roast or do I
Hey,
bake?
OJ.
So that's why I'm like, I remember Tucson, Arizona. All right, I'm going to go out to the pool. I open up the door. I'm like, and I'm going to sit in my air conditioned house.
Yeah.
I'm like, the pool water was like a hot tub already. So,
And you know, Johnny, you know what really amazes me is here in this era we have that choice of good, and when we get hot to retreat, get in some cool air and stuff. But you
Right.
think about through history, you see some of these movies like the Civil War and stuff like that. I mean,
those dudes were wearing wool outfits.
yeah, I mean, there was no way for them to cool down but to find a river and jump in it or something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And the wool holds your heat even if it's wet.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah,
Even
that.
the rashes and the, you know, just, oh my goodness.
Al, you got company in your room.
Yeah, I was just pulling out the hardtack today there. I was sitting there thinking about it.
Hey,
I wouldn't
coffee,
mind going to
whatever.
Gettysburg like in July when they do the reenactment. But man, those dudes are cooking.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, no, thank you. I'll take all my nice wicking material, all the advanced tech I can get.
Mhm.
I'm like, just because I can do primitive doesn't mean I want to always do it.
I heard that, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dave, I got a question for you.
Sure.
I just went to the comments,
Uh-huh.
and I don't see that I can type anything. Is that because I'm in the?
Yeah, you're up on the panel. The only way you could do that is if you have like another device like a cell phone. Or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Or if you open YouTube, like if you open the YouTube side, but if you're on your phone and you open YouTube, you're going to drop out of here.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the kind of like the price tag you pay for being on the panel. You give up the easy chat, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a computer, then you can do both, like me.
Do both, but
Well, I'm on a laptop, but I can't see
Oh.
the
But
type.
create
Yeah,
another.
if you go to
Open
the
up YouTube, but mute it. When you open the YouTube, mute the YouTube.
Yeah, open up another tab and go to YouTube, and then mute it, and then pop out the chat. Oh, guess who
Yeah.
it is, folks. Guess who it is.
DJ. He knows you're on a panel. He does that to me, so he'll probably phone me in a minute. Hi, Days. Are you busy?
Mhm. Yeah, Ken. About the only way you can do it is like if you're on there, open up another window with YouTube, mute that one, but it'll give you the opportunity to comment while you're up on the panel on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like 3 dots on the chat that says if you right click on it, you'll get a pop out chat.
Okay,
option.
guys, wave to DJ.
Oh, DJ.
No, I'm not waving to DJ.
I'm not waving to you.
All right, let's all take our shirts off in honor of DJ right now.
I'll take our shirts off and honor
I'm not
DJ.
doing that either.
You're about what, below freezing now, right, Al?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Sun has gone down. It's the temperature goes with it.
Yeah.
The dry bag is actually getting stiff.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's getting cold.
All right, Ken. So, what is your favorite Mountain House meal?
Chicken and dumpling.
Chicken and dumpling.
Love it.
I kind of like the chili mac.
Chili man.
Yeah.
A lot of
I got
people
to show you one young man. It was a little late. She was thinking of me for the hike I just did and ordered I never heard of it before, Stowaway Gourmet. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of those. Yeah, never had it, but
This is, it says Comrade Dioganov. It's creamy stroganoff of venison, pasta and mushrooms in a Barbuska secret sauce.
all right.
Hey, all right.
But
Yeah.
it came in right before I got home.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to try that on another hike coming up.
There you go. So that's
Well,
one of the fun
that
things.
That was nice of her.
See, I always like a good hike and then a meal. So that's always a good event right there. Now I do dehydrated stuff, Ken. I'll dehydrate seafood or ground beef and chicken and rehydrate on the meal. Try a few different recipes.
That's the way to do it.
Oh man,
my
yeah.
goodness, yeah.
Yeah,
And I tell
that's-
you what, the MREs aren't too
All
bad.
right.
Military MREs. I got a bunch of those, and I don't mind them.
Dan from Diesel Outdoors, he seems to be partial to those Canadians. Was it IMP individual?
Yeah, the rations, individual
Yeah.
rations. Yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, he seems to be happy with it.
Uh,
But so far, I'm like, I don't know. We're okay. I guess maybe it's the cheap creative side of me. I like to dehydrate myself, so I like seafood curry and
right.
and spaghetti and meat sauce and stuff like that. So
Well, I'll tell you what. The one thing I've noticed, and I've seen a few people show the Canadian rations, and it seems like they give their people more of what you're more likely to eat, where the U.S. kind of says, "All right, you're going to eat this. You're going to
Yeah.
like this." You know.
right. Yeah, pretty much it. Oh,
That's because we like our food up here.
Uh-huh.
oh, Dave, Eli wants to know when you're going to make some more of those shotgun shells.
I really haven't given any thought, but those were good, man. They really were. And I tell you what, you want to see somebody else that did it even better justice than me was, oh gosh, Salt, Pepper, and Fire, John. Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
See now, Al, for our if we did a food challenge,
Be right back.
Okay.
it might be because we do this Camp Challenge Alliance thing, Ken. We're trying to figure out. It's like if we did a food one, would we do something local, or would we have one like instead of us choosing somebody picks for us? But what if we all did a shotgun shell or whatever it is, something similar? I don't know. We're getting looking for ideas.
Well, think about a shotgun.
I
shell.
could cook a shotgun shell pretty quick.
You can go
But here, he's cooked.
You know, you could put them in, just stuff them with
Comes out a little tough, but he's cooked.
he's good. But you know what? You could put just about anything in them. You could put them
Right.
with cheese or meat or
right.
seafood or you
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
anything. So
that's kind of where I'm sitting there. It's an open, platform or I don't know, open palette there, I guess.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah, you could be very creative with it. It doesn't have to be just what you did. Go ahead.
now, one thing that I am getting ready to do is I ran across a group that was showing how they cook chicken about 200 years ago, and I happen to have the very exact same cast iron pan that was used a couple hundred years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to do some fried chicken in
Dave,
this,
you're not that old, are you?
I was going to say, you had it a couple hundred years ago?
but well, I know it's just it's a replica of it, of the pan that was used, and
Yeah.
we're going to use the recipe, the batter that they would have used, and
Was that from the Townsends?
I believe the Townsends did do something like that,
Yeah.
but I'm wanting to say it was a group called Early American Tradition.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
but John Townsend does do a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah,
He did butter fried. He cooked it up in butter one time.
right.
And I'm like, oh, that looked good. He's been making hamburgers of things that they'd had in the era and pizza lately and
Yeah,
fried. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. But can you imagine the amount of work it was back in the day?
well, yeah. I mean, it's how we like when we cook in this era, we try not to get all nasty and everything like that. But back in that era,
Yeah.
just to cook the food was a chore.
Right.
And you ended up hungry when you got done, but you were dirty.
Right. Totally. Now you got me
Colin?
sitting there thinking about this one YouTube channel I've been watching. It's a lady. She does most of the cooking for her husband.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can find who that is there. Well, there's B still on the trail right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
See, a
you.
lot of people hanging him up. A lot of people seem the same. If you handle raw meats and stuff, you're going to get sick.
Right.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Look at the way it was done years ago. You were lucky if you had water to wash your hands with.
Yeah. And I tell you
People
what,
didn't dry off.
yeah. I mean, if the food was as deadly as everybody portrays it to be, wouldn't none of us be here because they'd all be dead.
Yeah.
But
And like it is, I works in a meat room, and beef is one of the safest. You can sit down and eat
Oh,
beef
yeah.
raw.
right.
And chicken, not so much, but beef, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
To my knowledge, maybe y'all can say the same thing, but here in the U.S., we put a big emphasis on refrigerating our eggs. And a
Yeah.
lot of part of the world, they don't refrigerate eggs at all.
No.
As long as you leave the bloom on them, they're fine to leave out.
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact,
My,
we're looking at getting that.
daughter-in-law's family raises eggs, and they don't put them in the fridge.
No, it's when you wash them and you wash the bloom off of them. That's where it starts causing the problem.
Yeah, that
Because-
membrane is what protects them.
Yeah, that membrane protects the egg and it keeps it fresh. So
Yeah,
you can leave them for quite a while out in just in a basket on the table.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt them.
But Johnny, we ought to do a shotgun month, man.
Why not?
Yeah,
Right?
it's-
Why not? And just see. Yeah, it's just think of it as a blank palette, blank canvas, and then just
Yeah.
like fill it with whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
If you want to go Mexican, Italian,
Yeah,
whatever,
red sauce, white sauce, no sauce, barbecue sauce, whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. But that would
I
be
think
cool.
that would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, call it Shotgun May or something,
Right. Right. I am sitting there thinking about. Oh, got it. This one channel, Paul. If you
All right, Ragnarok, take care. Thanks for coming in.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Early American food. Let me see if I can find it that way.
Let me see if I can't find that channel we were talking
Yeah,
about.
Ragnarok.
Oh, it's called Early American. Is the one I'm thinking of.
That's the one I'm talking about. Early
Yeah.
American. Yeah.
She works hard.
Yeah. Matter of fact, she has a video of the very thing I'm talking about: fried chicken in a little pot. That's what we're going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen that one. Yeah. She works hard. I mean, that's a lot of steps.
I mean, just making the butter and all that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, man! And then John Townsend does a lot of that kind of stuff, but the one I'm talking about is Early American.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, that's a good channel. I really
like
enjoy it.
that's what it took back then to make a meal.
Right.
Right.
And people take for granted all of the amenities
Mhm.
and all of the things that we have at our disposal right now. People don't realize,
Yeah.
we have none of that.
What I think is what's fun is if you guys ever get to go to one of these mountain man type gatherings,
Right.
and there's the prehistoric side, not prehistoric, but the historic side of the fence where they're not allowed to have any electricity, and you're going to see the bowls of water and stuff, and they'll cook with all of that, and then they share it. You
Mhm.
get some really good, tasty food, and that's where my friend Blacksmith Joe he's learned to bring canned food, like where he cans it up in his own mason jars and small servings.
Yeah.
He's like, people bring so much food, half the time he doesn't even get to cook the food he's planning to eat, so
Right.
he doesn't want it to go bad,
And I tell you, another person that really does an amazing job when it comes to like MRE type meals,
Yeah.
is Mark Kratz.
He does.
Yeah, I was joking with him the other day, and I said, you know what, you ought to start your little MRE company. And he said, if it didn't take as much work as I know it would, I'd do that.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that man knows how to cook. He knows how to.
He does a fantastic job with showing, all the different things you can do and the steps that you can take in order to use, you got stuff in your pantry that's just sitting there and it's good for you for years, but here's steps of ways to cook it when you're stuck.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, he calls it cooking with preps. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And he just did one, a week or so ago, I think.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
I'm game if y'all want to do a shotgun month or a shotgun challenge, man. Yeah, heck yeah.
Sure. Around July.
What's a
or so?
shotgun challenge?
Tell them about it.
Who wants to explain? Shotgun challenge is basically you're going to take manicotti shells and you're going to stuff it with whatever you want to, right? All right. Now, if you want to be a barbecue shotgun shell, you'll use barbecue sauce. If you want to use a red sauce like it's a typical manicotti, but you're going to go outside and you're going to put it on the grill and put it in foil and let it cook like that.
Yeah, and
Sounds good.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So in the end, it looks like a shotgun shell because
Right.
you know
Because it'll literally stand up just like a shotgun shell, you know. So
So I would probably look at see when my wife and she discovered from America's Test Kitchen, sometimes there's too much stuffing in your manicotti, right?
true. Yeah.
So we've got those no-bake lasagna sheets,
Right.
soak them in water, and then you roll them up, and so you got multi-layers. And
That's pretty smart. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm sitting there thinking ricotta, spinach,
Sure.
chicken, garlic in there.
One
Yeah.
thing I found out is we boiled them, and then we stuffed them, and then we put them in the fridge for a couple of hours, let them firm up.
Yeah,
But they still kind of trying to unravel. So we found a toothpick.
you're right. There you go.
Yeah, would hold them up. But you've got to be real wary of getting too much fire on them
Right.
because they'll disintegrate on you. But
Jane got the right idea.
Huh?
Jane says, I can shock on a Mountain Dew.
There you go. That could be a different challenge altogether.
Yeah. But,
No, I did chicken bombs, which is pretty much jalapeno popper on the inside of chicken and then wrap it in bacon and cook it up.
Sure.
So I've used some Drunken Chef spice to season up the cream cheese and stuff and wrapped it up a little bit better. But that's another one of those. If you're not careful, you're going to lose your guts. You know?
That's right. That's right. But Salt, Pepper, Fire John does a really good shotgun shell. There was like 5 or 6 other guys that did some really phenomenal shotgun shells, and they all looked at mine and like, well, you hit it right on the head, man. It's just you discovered all the pitfalls that you could experience and stuff, and but none of them went to waste. They all got ate.
Darn right. But hey, maybe we can just do that. I mean, it doesn't have to be the Camp Challenge Alliance, but hey, here in our little community, we can do that. Just put hashtag shotgun shells.
Shotgun shells. There you go.
There's going to be a lot of hunters out there pulling up the hashtag.
Well, hunters like to eat too. They make some really good food.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to get what we're doing.
That did happen. We put that video out.
This is not shotgun shells.
When we put that video up, we did have a number of people chime in and wanting to know whether they thought it was reloading 12 gauge shells or whatever.
Yep. Right.
And say no. The only thing we're reloading is a manicotti shell.
There you go. Yeah, that was. I remember you were fighting. It's like, how do I get this stuff in here without ripping the manicotti there?
Right. Yeah.
You can get a cookie.
Cook it first, and then dress it up, and then put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then run a toothpick through it.
Yeah.
And that held it together. And
absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm really thinking that whether it's a barbecue sauce or even a red sauce, and make it like your typical manicotti.
Right.
Of course, you can put seafood in it, chicken in it.
Well, you got me thinking about a red a red curry sauce.
I
mean, you could do that. I mean, it's like to get that red color on it. I'm like, it's got me thinking. And it's like, and of course, you go Mexican with like a nice adobo sauce and things like that.
I mean, you can make your typical taco sauce and load it with that. And I mean, the imagination is the limit, really.
That's right. Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Me thinks I'm going to have to think on that one for a while.
I love chicken pot pie or shepherd's pie. That would be good to stuff it with that stuff.
It would be. That would be interesting too. Yeah. And I mean, we call them barbecue shotgun shells because that we did use barbecue sauce on these, but just call them shotgun shells, or food shotgun shells. Emphasize the word food,
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, just put it up shotgun shells.
Absolutely.
I was just saying it because it will be a hashtag that will draw a lot of attention just because of
shotgun shells.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, keep it fun.
But you know what? All them guys that towed them rifles up into the woods after Bambi, they got to eat too.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's the thing, right?
Right.
It's all food, and food is part of hunting. So.
Oh, while I'm thinking of it, would any of you guys be game to doing some old style cooking? Like, okay, since we've been talking about it, I've made hardtack, and I've thought about you can get salted pork, which was common back in the day. Would we want to try to cook up some salted pork and hardtack and like with a military cook kit or something like that?
Yeah, I make salt pork every other day.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think. Oh, go ahead, Al.
Up here, some of the foods that you think about for preserves is our everyday food.
Right.
Salted porks, salted meats.
Right.
A lot of dried goods and stuff like that. We have that is in our supermarkets all over the place, and it's stuff that I take for granted because I'm looking at it every day.
Right.
Whereas you guys are like, well, what if we do some salted pork? It's like, okay.
Yeah, we don't see that stuff down here. If I'm going to duplicate something from the past, I'm going to have to do it from scratch. You know.
Right.
So
that's where you're watching Townsend's to make
there
salted
you go.
pork.
Yeah, John Townsend.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
John Towns is likely going to be the one that's going to give you that idea how to get past that. And then Early American, she's likely to show you how to cook it.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
it's like, yeah, she's something else. Like she'll take all her scraps, vegetables, take them out, give them to the chickens, carry it in her apron, and go out there and eat them. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I saw her maybe a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Do fried chicken in a little tiny cast iron pot.
Yeah.
Okay, and she mixed up a batter made of parsley and nutmeg and a few other things. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm going to do that.
Right, absolutely.
You know, so,
I think I remember that, yeah, because nutmeg was popular back in the day.
Yeah.
That was one of the spices they get, so that would be cool. But yeah, I was thinking about doing some old school type of meal, you know, just trying to get appreciation for what those dudes had to go through.
Right. Well, I'm game for any of it because we are coming up in the warmer time of the month, so it's easier to cast iron cook in the warm weather than it is cold weather, because cast iron is so hard, you know, temperamental when it comes to losing its temperature and stuff like that. So, and I'm game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Memorial Day in May would be a good something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, just thinking thoughts out there.
There you go.
So, Ken, if you haven't figured out, I love food. Al loves food. We all love food here. So,
yeah, we
getting out and having fun. So,
yeah. All right, man. I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun, man. So, we still got 18 people in the room. We got about 15 minutes left. So, Ken, you want to tell anybody about any big plans you got coming up? That way they can tune in.
I mentioned the hike with Dan and rerun out in Kansas. It's a short one, just an overnight. So I'll be posting my New England trail probably in a couple days. Start one every other day. It's 15 days, so that'll be the month of April. And then the short hike there. We'll probably do some hiking when we get out to Colorado. We're going to some national parks, so we'll film some of that. And then I got another hike. Nicole hikes a lot.
Yeah, she's awesome.
4 of them did Pictured Rocks last year. It looked like a beautiful hike. And I mentioned that maybe I'd meet her and Tim sometime on the trail. And she said, why don't you join us on Pictured Rocks? So I'm going to join Nicole, her husband, Tim, Wandering Monk, and I can't think of the guy from Wisconsin. My mind's going blank. There's another guy that we went with them last year. So I'll be joining them in May. And then piggybacking off of that, we talked about Trail Magic earlier. I had Trail Magic done by me by a guy, Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
Love the guy. And I'm following his example. He picks somebody and then he feeds them. He's from PA. Feeds them down in Pennsylvania. And he'll follow you all the way up to Maine. He'll come out for a week, feed people. Right. He focuses on 1 or 2 people and he feeds everybody around them.
Wow.
So the last 2 years, my wife and I have done that. We pick a few hikers on YouTube and we go out and feed them. Well, 2 years ago, we went down to Georgia to feed a guy from Michigan. and caught him on his second day. Probably fed 40 people hot dogs for lunch, and the next day we caught him for breakfast. Fed another 40 breakfast.
Shoot.
But I've stayed in touch with John out in Michigan, so I contacted him and said, I'm doing pictured rocks. Maybe we could hook up and do a hike before and after, and he was busy. So he said, come out early. So I'm going to go out a little bit early, stop in near Detroit, stay at his house. We're going to do an overnight hike, stay at his house again, and then I got a 6-hour drive up to meet the other guys. So pretty neat, just through YouTubing, hiking, meeting all these people, setting up a lot of nice opportunities.
It is.
That's awesome. Wow.
It is,
So
man.
I take it you're retired now, Ken.
I am. I took early retirement that's why I planned the Appalachian Trail in 2020, the year before I took an early retirement. And my wife can't hike the long hikes, but she supports. She did all my logistics of my whole hike. I mean, I didn't even plan my miles. She would plan the next 5 days, put it on a spreadsheet, take a snapshot of it, and text it to me. And I just did what she told me. She planned it, and I hiked it.
Wow, that's incredible support.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Man.
She'll do a little ones. When we go out to Kansas, she'll do the overnight on a shorter hike with us. But on the longer, tougher hike, she can't do it.
Sure. Wow.
Well, that sounds awesome, man. Sounds like you got a full pattern coming up. Al, how about you? Got any big stuff coming up or normal?
Well, like I said, I've been pretty snowbound here lately, so as long as we get some decent weather, I'm gonna try to get another hike out and get back to my camp, see what's like up there, because this is the first heavy snowfall on my new
stuff.
Lean-to shelter net that I got made. There was some stuff I had to work on up there anyway from the last time I was up there, so I'm expecting to have some snow damage.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just all timing for me for waiting for snow or better weather. If we could get a few solid days of higher temperatures with rain, it would take care of the snow that's around to the point where I'd be able to go up and go.
Yeah.
I don't mind walking across hilltops where there's no paths, but I don't want to be waist deep in snow every
I
single
don't blame you there. You're liable to end up waist deep down somewhere you don't want to be,
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds good. Hey, Johnny, so how about you, man? Big plans?
Well, tomorrow I will be meeting with my nieces to try to finish up a couple videos here for the upcoming weeks. For one's April Fool's video, one's Camp Challenge Alliance.
Right.
Then it's get back into hiking. I want to try to meet with my local buddy here that he's doing the survival instructor thing, and then after that, down to Mark Twain National Park and trying to do a little bit of hiking and camping, just getting out when I can.
Right.
So
Nice.
I've got several videos in the works. I've just got to kind of finish up, like the Florida one. I'm trying to piece together a lot of stuff to say, here's any number of things that you can do.
Right.
See if we get. But anyway, yeah, lots of things. Life is good.
Yep.
And of course, every Wednesday, try to hang out with my friends.
There you go. I'm like you guys, man. I just got a lot of weather depending type stuff. There's more to do than there is not to do, and it's just being retired now. I'm like Ken. I mean, we'll go when we go, and just enjoy ourselves and stuff like that. So, but I'm kind of halfway looking forward to the warm weather and halfway not, because it's just it gets hot and there are some things you can do, but then when it gets to be 101 degrees Fahrenheit and the humidity's at 99%, you're like, I ain't going out there,
No, I get you.
Yeah. And I know Des, she's got her mic muted, but I think she's got a 24-hour live coming up there now?
May.
Yeah. So,
she's going to be turning 6 years old.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's awesome. It really is.
But can I just address Outdoor Eagles here for a second? He's over on my chat.
Uh-huh.
The correct order of my stickers from start to now is the first one was a little oval one with just the sketched head with my back step on it.
Right.
The second one is the one with the axe stuck in the block of wood. The third one is the one with the bright green ring around it, with my head in the middle and the axe and knife on either side. And the fourth one is this one here. That's my newest one.
That's the one I don't have yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, currently, that's the only 4 stickers that I've had, and I am thinking I might do an order and get like a set of 25 of all 4.
Right.
So I can give them out every now and again.
That's awesome, man.
I want 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4.
They go as a set, Des. They go as a set.
That means I get 3 of the one,
Yep.
or 4. I don't know how many I'm getting now.
Hey, Des, we were just talking about your 24-hour live. Is there anything you want to share with that? Anything that you'd like to have help
I'm
with?
trying to get to 300 subs, so I can also do a sticker giveaway. So it'll be like a 4 or 5 pack of my stickers, and then I'm also doing Hi Billy Joe, and then I'm also doing 4 movies that I have duplicates of that I'm going to add some stickers to, and then I'm going to make a rag wreath. So if you ever look up rag, R-A-G wreath, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's about this big, and I'm going to add stickers to it. I think I'm going to do it in all plaid, so it's gender neutral.
Cool. Are you looking for donations for stuff?
If they want to donate, that's fine. But I'm not going to put it out there because, I don't want people to have to spend stamps and stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough going around right now with everybody's stickers, so I don't want to have to. I don't want to put anybody out of the way for that.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of mail that flown all over the world here in the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, and I have like 80 stickers. 60 people that requested stickers.
No, I'm responsible for a lot of it.
Yeah, I already have enough of my own right now to deal with, and I'm going to have my daughter sit here with me, and we're going to pull up the folding table, and we're going to put a note. Each I have thank you notes and stuff, so there's going to be thank you notes, and on each envelope on the inside is going to be the person's name written in pencil, and they'll be like, okay, they want the snowflake one, they want the snowflake and the peace one, they want, you know what I mean? So that way, and then I got to see what I have left over because I might have to order some new snowflake ones because I'm out other than what I have set aside for I do, Rick.
Yeah, right.
I have 7 sets put aside for the giveaway. Yeah. But like I said, I want to reach 300 and hopefully by my 24-hour I'll have it. I'm only 10 away right now, so we'll see.
That's awesome, I tell
That's great, Outdoor Eagle.
Sorry.
Outdoor Eagle got all 4 of my stickers, and they're making framed.
That's okay,
Gary. Framed sticker board for everybody's stickers.
Team Black Diamond Outdoors sent me a pack of stickers.
What did you want?
There was like 20 some of them in there.
Oh wow!
Now they're still going for a couple
Casino chip and a butt.
Get ready to end.
I want to get one of those stickers. That diamond one was really cool.
Well, shoot, I got like 20 of them sitting there behind me now.
Oh, I'll send you a thank you with a self-addressed envelope, so you don't have to stamp, so you don't have to worry about spending.
Did you guys know Chef is on Mike and Tommy's show right now?
I did not.
Yeah, he's up there. I want to have to jump over there in a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and end here in a little bit, and if everybody wants to go visit with Chef.
Put the link. Are you a mod? I would say put the link up.
Sure.
Yeah, if you've got the link, pop it up there. That'll way make it easier for those that want to travel on over there. But
absolutely,
a snow flax stick, Randy.
But Des, if you want one of these Black Diamond, I'll send you one.
Thank you. I would love one.
All right.
I'm still trying to get Jonesy to give up one of his Taz ones to me.
Okay.
One of his new Taz ones, because that's a cool sticker.
I'd say when he gets them, he got a list of people he's going to send it to.
Yeah.
Randy says he can't spell.
Either that or I'm going behind his back and I'm going to double dog.
All right. Anybody that is interested in going from here over to see Chef on what live is this?
It is the Keto Show with Tom and Mike. It's on Tom Garvey, the Keto Cooks channel.
Okay.
All right. So there's the link. If y'all want to jump on over there, we'll say good night from a beautiful, cool rest night here in Virginia. On behalf of Al and Ken and Johnny and Dez and all those in the chat, man. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. Take care.
Hey, thanks for letting me join in tonight.
Anytime. Anytime. All right, brother.
Pleasure with you, Ken.
All right,
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
all right, bye-bye.
Good night.